Yo, what's up my fellow trainers? This is Trainer Red here, and today I'll be doing a new video, and this is Anime versus Disney. Please know that Disney is not owned by me, it's owned by Walt Disney, and anime is not owned by me. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but everything will be in the end of the video. And yeah, also because I am Trainer Red, so I feel like I will be using Trainer Red images, so I have to say that due to copyrights. Trainer Red is not owned by me, it's owned by Nintendo and Game Freak and the Pokemon Company. Also guys, don't hate on me because I do prefer anime over Disney. Like, we all have different opinion, that's what makes the word special, so please respect that and don't leave any hate. Let's start with growing up. Which I grew first, anime or Disney? Actually, it was surprisingly anime but of course back then I didn't know that it was an anime. I thought like it was cartoon or something, like, I didn't know it was made in Japan. So yeah, anyway, so I grew up with anime like Pokemon, Slam Dunk, Digimon, and bunch of other stuff. Oh, and Yugi. But these are the things that I grew up with the most and what I saw on TV mostly. While with Disney, I know Disney because my cousins were super duper obsessed with Disney, so I joined the train. So starting off with connection. As a kid, I connected first of all at the beginning with Disney because like my family members were super duper obsessed with it, so I decided I'm gonna join the train. So yeah, it first started with me, I don't want to lose to them, I want to be better, but I love Disney. But however, I feel like for anime I was doing it for myself because I love it, and I was like being true to myself, even though not many family members loved what I loved. And like with anime, like I had my brother and I had my friend Sarah and David and many of my other friends, and yeah, so I feel like mostly I connect with anime as a kid. With merch or toys, I surprisingly started to collect anime stuff before Disney, and yeah, I like remember buying Pokemon stuff and like Digimon. Also, like, then started to collect Yu-Gi-Oh's card, Hamtaro, everything. While Disney, I kind of started late, and I was like, dude, yelling to my family, you have to buy me because everyone in my family have them except me. So eventually I did start, but mostly I was like buying anime stuff. So as an early teen, my family started to throw a lot of my anime stuff and my Disney stuff, saying that I'm not a kid anymore. Not gonna lie, it's kind of heartbreaking and makes me sad a lot. And like, for the longest time I was kind of scared of being myself and buying like what I'm interested in, but that didn't stop me from watching anime or Disney. Like, I feel like they support Disney, my family support Disney more than anime. Like, if they would support an anime, it will be Pokemon probably and Chibi Morocco-chan, because like they know them and I grew up with them basically. In my teenager years, I watch anime in dub, and yeah, especially the one that I'm used to or what was on TV at that time. Also, I would watch Disney movies repeatedly. If you asked me which one do you watch more as a teenager, anime or Disney, I would definitely say anime and just repeat them. While like in my last teenager years in high school, I would watch Disney more, but the total like was anime more than Disney. Also, like merch as a teenager, like my, as I said, my family didn't want me to collect stuff, but they didn't have problem with clothes. I have hardly seen anime clothes, but so I used to buy more Disney like shirts and school items and stuff. They didn't have a problem with that. Sadly, with anime, I didn't know where to buy and find anime stuff. Even Pokemon, I didn't know where to find. So yeah, even Pokemon, like if I would get a Pokemon DS, it would probably be from my brother, and he only gave me Diamond. And also, what else? Yeah, I remember him giving me a Leaf Green, which was a fake copy, and after years I discovered it was fake. And because like of how busy I was, I sometimes wouldn't play with it. So yeah, because like my family would always say study, 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 so I kind of hardly had time. But when I was 19, I decided that I'm gonna change and just be back being myself and not care what other people think. So I started changing. I started to slowly build up my anime collection, and yeah, I would kind of sometimes buy Disney stuff. Like I didn't stop, but yeah, like I buy anime merch more. Also, I have that connection with anime because like I have made so many friends because of anime, and when my friends and I talk, it's usually about anime. Like sometimes yeah, we talk about Disney, but it's mostly anime because we have connection with it. But with Disney, I don't like talk about it with a lot of people, or with like I didn't make any friends because of Disney. Like it's usually my cousins and stuff, since I knew them when I was a kid. So anime like wins at that point. Let's talk about characters. Both anime and Disney have many characters like there's no tomorrow, especially anime, because like they are coming with new animes and stuff. But yeah, I feel like I have a connection with anime characters more, because Disney movies you just keep repeating the movie or repeat the series, and the series is kind of like the same plot, not much has happened. So yeah, while anime like there's so much character development and you see them change. They're not just magical stuff happening or finding love. Like yeah, this can be, but like they go through a lot and you see them change so much. Like this is why I love anime characters, because I feel connection with them. I feel like they development so much, and they're not perfect, while like with Disney like they make so many perfect characters. And yeah, maybe they do have hard times, but even the their looks are kind of so nice and so lovely, and she's thin and she's perfect and he's strong and stuff, while like with anime you can see the character doesn't have to be perfect. It can work on itself to be better. This is what I love about anime so much, and I appreciate it because I feel like special. I said it hundred times now. Special connection with them and so much character development, which I don't see in Disney. I don't see that much of it in Disney. Something that I really appreciate in anime is that they're not afraid to cross the line. Well, in Disney you see them family friendly, but in anime it's totally different. They're not scared to talk about real life topic like depression and being sad and suicide and drugs and many of other stuff. Like this is sad, and I hate that it's happening in real life, but like the way that they present it, sometimes you can see solution, and it's really based on many true life stories. Yes, they are sometimes not good anime adaptation, but when they do the adaptation, there are so many amazing stuff. Like take for example Banana Fish, about drugs. You see him abused as a child, and many stuff that are happening to him that is so real and so like amazing, and people love it, and you especially feel connection with the character. And yeah, he do stuff, but this is because of his past. And you see in the anime, like, if you travel through time, you don't always end up with the magical results. You truly suffer. We see this in Steins Gate, as the mad scientist himself suffered a lot. And also we see it in ReZero. He suffered a lot, and going back through time is not always magical. You'll go through hell basically just to get what you want, and sometimes it will break you down, but you have to not give up. Sometimes what will happen for you if you travel with time, you will become so depressed, so sad, because you just repeat and you don't find a solution. But both the Steins Gate and both ReZero showed that, and they were almost gonna give up, but they had someone to back them up. And yeah, this is so real, I feel. While like in Disney everything is just magical, yes, they do face problems here and there, but it's not biggest as anime basically. While like Disney does an amazing job with their series, but not all of their series are real. They are based on true stories. Sometimes they even are taken from anime, like The Lion King and The Little Mermaid. But don't get me wrong, sometimes also the Japanese people and anime take from Disney. Like for example, we see that in Kingdom Hearts, the game that is created. Alice in Wonderland is created so much, and there are so many versions of it. In both anime and Disney, there's version of Aladdin. But yeah, I feel like I've seen Maggie, so I will specifically talk about Maggie. I don't know if there's other Aladdin anime versions. If there is, please tell me. But both of them has Aladdin version. But the Disney one came first, and the anime one came later throughout the years. But I can't say that anime copied Disney, because Aladdin is a such popular series, so I feel like anyone can take it and talk about it, so no one is copying any, but it's like they're taking and knowing about history. But I love Aladdin from Disney, but I kind of prefer the Maggie one, because his character feels like again real, and he's not this strong person. He worked on himself so much, and he's not like this strong character and sexy character. He like I prefer the anime version, to tell you the truth. In conclusion, I do love both, and I adore them so much, like there is no tomorrow. But I am completely in love with anime more than Disney. Please know, this is my opinion. Please respect that and don't leave any hate. But yeah, I watch so many animes more than Disney, and like if there is a Disney movie, I will definitely go see it, but not like real life adaptation, because I don't like real life adaptation. But if there is like a cartoon version, you know that I will see it. Like the last Disney movie that I saw was Frozen 2, so yeah. But sometimes I would skip on Disney movies or not watch them, but someday I'll get eventually to see them, even if it's late. Like Moana, I watch it late and not with when it's first. It took me years just to watch it, but yeah, so that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please respect my opinion again and tell me, do you prefer anime or Disney, and who are your favorite characters from each, and do you watch one of them? Like, do you watch anime or do you watch Disney? And yeah, or both of them. And share this video with a friend if you truly enjoy watching my video and think it's worth it. Give it a thumbs up. If not, please don't. If you guys enjoy watching this video, Please check out my other videos. I'm not saying that because of views. I want you guys to see am I worth subscribing or not. If I'm worth it, subscribe. If I'm not, please don't subscribe, because I hate wasting your precious time. This is the last thing that I want. So that was it, guys. Love ya. Bye.